I am here. I wanted to get away. John's working. It's Christmas holidays, so it'd be really busy at the coast. There's bushfires down at Groggin National Park where I wanted to go, and it's too hot to go inland right at the minute. So I picked to come to a Kosciuszko campsite that I haven't been to before, mainly because I've got a playlist and I'm trying to put together all the different campsites that you can take a van to and look at my campsite. So I think I was just super lucky, because so many people have driven down and looked that somebody's in this spot and driven away. But I know I'm only one person, but I paid the same fees, $6 booking fee for up to 14 nights maximum, and that's it. That's all you have to pay. Now I will say I did myself a disservice. I didn't want to drive the windy road between Jindabyne and Cairncobin. So I drove all the way down the highway to cut into the national park. But funnily enough, Tomgroggin campsite is actually halfway along that long windy road. Now it's not particularly windy as in you're going to crash your vehicle, well, as long as you're smart about it. But you do sort of have to concentrate for a long time. So I think from Cairncobin, I'm an hour and 10 in, and it's constant windy up and down. And so I think when I go home, I'm just going to drive the other half of it to Jindabyne instead of sit on the boring highway. I'm currently putting my swimmers on because just down there is the creek. And I wanted somewhere to swim because temperature's increasing. We've had a bit of a cold snap, and today it was a little bit warmer, and tomorrow it's supposed to be in its 30s. I'm not intending to do any big walks or anything, just to relax and enjoy myself and see what's at this campsite, because a lot of people talk about how beautiful it is. The only time I've been here is we did a 4-wheel drive track up to Mount Pinnabar, and then we did the loop last Good Friday. There was lots of traffic, there was a rolled vehicle, everything that could be difficult was difficult, and it was our very first time off-road. You come out over a water crossing into this campsite and drive through it. And when we drove through it, I thought, wow, I would so love to come and camp here. So now I am. It's actually currently 6:30 and it is sunny without a cloud in the sky. Anyway, I'm putting my swimmers in and jumping in the water, and then I'm going to sit and read a book and just enjoy the night. This is the top part of the camp when you come in. There's only one other caravan here. I started to think that I had it wrong, that you couldn't bring caravans, but there's one. I don't think this is the whole campsite, so I'm going to walk along the access road and see if I can see the rest. While the access road is not sealed, it's pretty good. Someone's just left camp, and look, all the scavengers are there. Well, I can only assume by that sign that the river crossing must be down here, because I'm pretty sure that Victoria's on the other side of this river. So I might as well walk down. Wishing I used the Aerogard, the flies are fairly active. But anyway, see what we see. There's quite a few campers, but they're well spread out. What amazes me is I haven't seen anybody else, and it's 9:30 in the morning. So many bikes. Must be good mountain biking around here, I think. I can hear water now, and it hasn't been that long really, not even an hour, but I must be close. There's supposed to be no camping in there, but definitely looks like people are pulling in after they cross the river. And then this is the beginning of Kosciuszko National Park. So I'll keep going down. I'm not going to love walking up, I won't lie, but it won't hurt me to get back into things after the new year. And hopefully it's not too far down around the corner. I can hear water. So there's there to pull over, and here we are at the crossing. It's our first ever river crossing. And we were uncomfortable, we were worried about it. When you first come into the campground, the first thing you see is the day use area, and it's up here. And it's got a toilet and a few fires and a few like alcoves for people to pull in. Okay, the river's definitely down there somewhere, but you wouldn't be getting down to swim through that. And given that the sign where I'm camping says that it becomes rapid and you're not able to climb out for a very long way down the river, I guess there is no access from up in the day use area. But it looks nice. Well, this sign has definitely made up my mind which way to go home. So I drove all the way to Cairncobin yesterday and come through the windy road, thinking that it would be less windy and I'd be happier with it. But look at that. Not very many kilometres, what, 6 more kilometres, and I could have come from Jindabyne much closer to home. Silly me. So that's the way I'll go home. I'll come out and turn right and go through Jindabyne. It's all sealed, and then you can just go down there. Beautiful place. And so many motorbikes came in and camped last night. Not organised, just like individual. They must do half the road and then the other half. And I think it would be a lot of road to do, really, as I speak. This is so pretty, and there's no one else here. Like, I don't know where everybody goes. I don't want to drive the windy road day in, day out. So I'm going to do it on the way home and look at things. But this, the water is freezing, make no mistake. And there's rapids down there, and they say if you go down there you can't get out. So this is sort of the end point. The water is crystal clear. And I'm just going to walk a little bit. The rapids are strong. Walked a fair way upstream, and this current is really strong. It's hard work. I won't go any further because that guy up there in the distance looks like he's fishing, and I don't want to disturb his fishing because I know trout are really finicky. So this is it. I'll turn around and float down. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. Before leaving today, I wanted to give the kitchen a really good clean down, because since Cape York, and it's difficult for us to clean it where we store the van, there's not enough room. But I thought I had at least wiped all the dirt off. But look at this. Underneath the cook plates, all the red dirt is still there. So I've just pulled it all off, and I'm gonna give it a big scrub before I leave. And it really is good to do with it. I mean, it's not looking too bad for what we've put the poor girl through. But yes, red dirt everywhere. Kind of a bit funny, really. I think we'll be finding it for years and years and years to come. Well, this is me. I'm all packed up. It's time to go. I've been here for 3 days. I wish I'd made the booking for a little bit longer, because I just could have said I've nearly finished my book, and it's just a relaxing, nice place to be. I'm sure there's walks and things around here, but I haven't bothered. It's hot and humid, and I've just spent time jumping in and out of the stream or the river or whatever you want to call it. I think it's a snowy river. And then coming up, reading a bit more, and doing it all over again, really. It's a beautiful sight, and it's so quiet. But now I've got the windy road home, and I'm actually leaving on a Friday. It's about 10 o'clock, and I just think that probably it gets busy here during the weekends. Nothing to base that on, just a feeling. So I think I picked the right thing coming midweek. Oh my gosh, I had to pull in. Look at this place, how beautiful it is. And it's actually called Siberia. I've just come up along a scent, 8 kilometers. And then there was this parking bay. And this is amazing. It looks like people drive off here. And it's just beautiful in a whole unbelievable way. I think I could just sit here all day, maybe just camp and listen. It's so quiet. I've been really lucky. I've only had one lot of cars behind me, and there was a pull-in bay. So I did that. And I'd rather have come the way I did up that 8 kilometre ascent than go down it. But I would have been fine. And look, there's a big rig going. Anyway, this was just lovely. I didn't need to stop. I'm not stressed about driving this road. You just have to concentrate. 20 minutes down the road and a stop again, just past Threadbow. You can see the ski resorts, and the landscape has totally changed again. The road's so much busier, and this is the end of my trip. So I will see you on the other side. Oh, and John left me a surprise on the SD card that I didn't know about. Keep watching.
Yeah, Sharon's heading away again, leave me at home. So I thought I'd throw a couple of jokes in while she's not here. An American, an Aussie and an Irishman were lined up about to get shot. The American was up first. They were just about to shoot him. He yelled out, "Tornado!" And the firing squad turned around to look, and while they turned around, he took off. Next thing you know, the Aussie lined up. He had to face the firing squad. So he lined up. And just about to shoot him, he said, "Flash flood." They all turned around. And he took off. And there was only Irishman left. And he lined up. And they were just about to fire, and the Irishman yells out, "Fire!"